for Ronaldo's sake, should he leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the last 2 to 3 years, at the highest level, he can't be playing Europa League. He can't be playing Europa League. He is Mr. Champions League. So
you don't think winning the Europa League would be a good achievement for him as well? Just to say, look, wherever I play, I win.
Are you taking the piss? These players are dragging him down. This team is dragging him down.
Welcome back to the Urban Ballers. We've decided, because it's a sunny day in West Yorkshire, to come to the biggest park in Yorkshire.
A rare sunny day. We've decided to come out and not be so urban.
Yeah, we've decided to be rural here in Roundhay Park in Leeds. Today's video is all about Ronaldo, all about De Jong, Man United's ambition.
Lack of ambition.
But also comparing that to the contrast of the deal, the extension that Mo Salah's just signed. So before we get into
big deal.
But before we get into this, we need you, if you're a new subscriber or if you're new to the channel, subscribe, because this content is popping.
Don't be a bell. Click the bell as well.
Fantastic. Love that.
You like that, yeah?
Love that. That's a fantastic line.
Yeah.
And on that note, let's get straight into it. Ronaldo.
All I want to say real quick.
He wants to leave.
I know you're a Man United fan. And you Man United fans are very, very... Right at the start of Man United coming, let me take it back. You guys were very romantic at the idea of Cristiano coming home. Yeah?
Don't talk to me specifically.
No.
Talk to the rest
Manchester United fans.
Because you know my perspective.
You were similar to me. You were 50.
Well,
I was totally against it. You was 50-50.
Yeah.
Right? But Abdi, I remember distinctly, we were sat in the barbershop and he said, Ronaldo's coming back. We're winning the Prem, baby. Remember that?
Behind the camera right now. He's not going to talk today.
Killer Cam isn't going to speak.
It's going to be a telling
It's
off.
a sad day for him. He already said to me on WhatsApp, he said, if Ronaldo leaves, I'm going to cry actual tears. And I said,
he's right.
When you cry, I will dance.
Love that. Can I just say about Ronaldo though? You were also of the opinion that he wasn't going to score goals and he wasn't going to be the same killer.
He wasn't the same
right?
killer.
Yeah.
He had a 10 game.
He wasn't the same killer.
He could have been better.
Okay.
Was he the same killer as he was at Juventus?
He scored 23 goals, bro, yeah?
He scored more for Juventus.
24 goals.
Scored more for Juventus.
6 in the Champions League and 18 in the Premier League, bro. Yeah. That is a second highest goal scorer after Son and Salah, who were joint first. What do you mean?
But do you think he could have done better?
I told you he was going to score at least 15.
Do you think he could have done better? By his standards?
No, not at Man U.
By his standards?
No. At Manchester United, he's done an amazing job. If he was at Manchester City last year or Liverpool, he would have scored 30 goals.
I tell you when he struggled.
Agree?
Yeah, for sure.
Khalas.
If he was at Chelsea, he would have scored 30 goals, in my opinion.
Yeah, Khalas.
Yeah.
So what? We don't need to debate that.
So that means he could have done better.
He's still Ronaldo.
He's still
Man
Ronaldo.
U were just
100%.
dead. Yeah?
Man U are very dead.
Okay. Right.
But bringing him back was a total wrong thing to do. And by the way, if you don't understand Arabic, khalas means that's it. Yeah?
Khalas means it's done.
That's it. It's done.
That's it. We've settled that.
We've settled that.
Go on then.
Moving on.
So what's your perspective on this? Give me your
Ronaldo
1 minute.
Ronaldo coming back.
Going. Forget coming back. How about him going?
What he did by coming back, was it killed other players in the team. It disrupted the flow and the progression of that whole squad, the youngish squad. Let's start with Rashford. We don't even know who he is anymore. It turned Greenwood into a criminal. Martial, we don't see him no more. I'm being serious.
He didn't turn Greenwood into a criminal. He was already criminal.
I don't know. The foundations were there, but Ronaldo just pushed him over the edge.
It was a good line.
Sancho has come and he's the 007. 0 goals, 0 assists, 7 games. Remember that thing that Sky did? He was 007 in a suit. 0 goals, 0 assists, 7 matches done. He struggled, right? They struggled in the shadow of Ronaldo. Ronaldo's personality.
Bruno, obviously, is the main one.
This is the last thing I was going to say on it. Bruno was the best midfielder in the Prem for 18 months.
No. Can I rephrase? He was, goals and assists wise, the highest goal contributing player in the Prem from his arrival until Ronaldo came.
So 18 months.
18 months, higher than Kane, higher than Salah, higher than De Bruyne, higher than Son. He was number 1 bar none.
And then he fell.
And is that to do with Ronaldo, or is that to do with how Ronaldo was managed?
No.
It's not Ronaldo. Ronaldo didn't come and take that away from him.
No, just one moment. One moment.
Did he take it away from him?
We don't know what Ronaldo's presence has done in that dressing room, right? We know there was a massive, like a divide within the players that they didn't want Maguire to be captain anymore. They wanted Ronaldo to be captain. So there's going to be Team Maguire, Team Ronaldo in there. And I just think all of that uncertainty, and not only that, the demands Ronaldo has of himself, he demands from his teammates as well, right?
And you think that's too much pressure for Bruno?
I think he's put so many of them players under pressure.
Can I come back? And I would say, and I think you would agree with me, I think the style changed a bit. and it wasn't all about Bruno anymore. Before we used to play to Bruno, and now not now. When Ronaldo came, we were playing to Ronaldo. But I think under Solskjaer, towards the end of Solskjaer's reign, I could see Bruno coming back to that form. But unfortunately, for Ronaldo, for Man U, for everyone, they sacked Solskjaer at the wrong time. I'm not the biggest Solskjaer fan. They sacked him at the worst time and brought in the worst manager in Man U modern day history.
Am I hearing this right? You're saying Oli in?
I'm saying compared to Rangnick, 100% Oli in. And 3 weeks into Rangnick era, I turned on him like this. Because I thought he might have had something, but I realised straight away, diabolical manager, not ready for the job. He's not a diabolical manager. Come here. What?
First game for Austria, he smashes France 1-0 and plays the pressing game like no other, like bloody smashes them.
Can you look at the camera?
No, I'm not.
Yeah?
I'm not gonna look at that. I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at you in your bloody eyes and say it. Yeah. You cannot blame the manager. It was not the manager's fault.
No, obviously,
the manager's
I agree with some what you're saying, right?
No,
because
did
Mourinho said this.
Did you watch the Austria versus France game?
I saw the highlights.
I
saw the highlights. I saw the highlights.
So,
they did play well. But
yeah, so don't blame it on Rangnick when it's not Rangnick's fault.
Okay. Can I respond?
For the
Can I just say something before you respond?
Happening in the club.
But before you respond,
thank you, Abdi. Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
1 second.
Go on.
Right. And what I will say is this, right? What he's saying there and you're saying about Ralph is beyond him, because what Mourinho said 5 years ago, right? It wasn't something that Ralph could fix, Mourinho could fix, Ten Hag's going to be able to fix, or any man. Oli couldn't fix it either, right? There's a problem with Martial, there's a problem with Rashford, there was a problem with Pogba, okay, he's gone. You've got a problem with Wan-Bissaka, you've got a problem with Maguire. What you've got a problem with is the way you do business. And you're about to make the same mistake again with a player that doesn't really want to be at Man United. You're forcing him to come.
Is it Frankie de Jong?
Frankie de Jong.
We're going to talk about him,
You're forcing him to come. You're going to offer him the world. He's not going to receive the world. He's going to be demotivated. His attitude towards the game is going to be depleted. And the next thing you know, there's another dead weight player you're carrying.
Before we move on to Frankie de Jong, let me respond to the Rangnick comments, yeah? Let me reiterate. Again, Rangnick is the worst manager Manchester United have had since... since Fergie first came. Yeah?
Since Oli.
No.
Who would you rather have, Ralph or David Moyes?
David Moyes about 20 billion%.
Okay.
Clearly, yeah?
No, that David Moyes, not this West Ham Moyes. Post-Everton Moyes. Fresh out of Everton.
Well, okay, listen, David, you said David Moyes, blanket statement.
Yeah.
If we were to hire then, we would hire David Moyes. But forget David Moyes. Look, Rangnick was a flop. He might be good for Austria, but he's not good for Manchester United. He came as a consultant. My guy lost his consultancy job in 6 months, bro. He was supposed to have a 2-year. Clearly, he wasn't cut out. No, can I finish? Let me finish. No, let me finish. He was not cut out for dealing with big characters like Ronaldo. He's never dealt with a Ronaldo before. He's never dealt with someone of Rashford's level, bro. How hyped he is. Stop. He's been dealing... He's saying this is the most bullshit comment you've heard in your life. Let me tell you why. Who has he been dealing with? Who has he been dealing with? Can I finish? No, you need to stop. Let me make my point, yeah? He's been dealing with players like Werner before they made it. Players like Haaland before they made it. Names before they made it. Rashford, when he came...
They're still characters. They're still egos.
No, characters, but they're not...
They're still egos.
One sec. They're not egos on 300,000 a year, a week, sorry. They're not egos who are... Can I finish?
But then Man United players are overpaid.
They're not egos who are seen as the best talent in England, which Rashford was seen for 3-4 years as one of the best things coming out of England, bro. We're talking about some of the highest ego players, yeah, on the highest money. Rangnick has never dealt with that before. He came in and he couldn't deal with that. That's it, simple.
I tell you what, he came in at the
may
wrong
be a good
time.
manager, but not for Manchester United. Full stop. Not for Manchester United. Please agree he was dead for Man United, yeah? Because he was.
100%. He was dead for Man United, yeah? 100% he's dead for Man United.
But what I will say is this, yeah?
But I'll tell you one thing, yeah? Everything that he said about the club, all the comments that he was making about the club,
honest.
Were they wrong or right?
Can I say?
Were they wrong or right?
Give me the microphone so I can speak, right? I'll be honest with you. He may have been right. He may have had the right mentality, the right things to say, but he could not manage that situation. And his job is to manage it. Not to say the right things, to manage that situation. He managed it poorly. He gave up after 3 months, bro. The guy gave up. You could tell.
Job was to come in and see what the problems was. He's come in, he's seen the problems, and he's told everyone what the problems are.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
He's told everyone what the problems are,
Was
and
he a
now
dead
it's
manager or was he not a dead manager?
100% he was a dead manager.
Done.
100%
That's
he
all
was
I
a
was
dead
saying.
manager.
That's all I
But
was
you
saying.
can't put the blame on Ragnick
I
because
am
it's
putting
not.
the
No,
blame-
no, no,
It's
no,
not his- it's
no,
not-
no, no, no.
I'm putting
You're,
the
well,
blame
you're
on
not
the-
a football fan then, are you? You're not a proper football fan, are you?
No, my blame is on the people who hired Rangnick. They were wrong. They made
The board
biggest
has been making mistakes
time and time
for
again.
years
Since
now.
they sacked Mourinho, we knew it was going downhill. Yeah.
They shouldn't have got rid of Mourinho.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Cheers for tuning
What
in.
I will say is this, right? Regardless of Ralph's gone now, right? Ten Hag is in. I think Ten Hag
No,
has
but-
bitten off more than he can chew.
Can I tell you
You
why
said
I
enough.
mentioned? I'm gonna tell you why I mentioned Rangnick. Yeah, it's because of the time Ronaldo came to Man U. If there was a Conte, a Zidane, a Tuchel, a Klopp, a Guardiola, Ancelotti, the guys we mentioned in the best managers around right now, they would have made that Man U team work like clockwork. Rafael Varane, are you mad? The highest paid defender in the world. We've got the highest paid defender in the world.
And the most
guy-
expensive defender in the world.
Yeah, the guy looks like he's wobbling when he's playing on the
Hurry,
pitch. What's going on?
hurry.
But then we saw, man, you've got even Phil Jones, who's an appalling player, yeah? Let's be real. Phil
Move this
Jones
way, Baha.
is an appalling player, right? Okay?
To your left.
So,
Closer to me. I know you don't like standing next to me.
the
Just move
sign
this
was
way.
wrong, by the way. The sign was wrong.
You said this way.
That way.
No, you okay. Okay.
Clearly someone's not thick.
Okay.
Move that way.
All right.
What body type? I know I'm not thick, but he is.
Right, let me
he's
finish.
liking
Teacher's
yours.
angry. No, he's angry today. Do you remember last episode? He was liking me. He's not liking me anymore. But no.
The real teachers back
What
then.
I'm trying to say is, we've got Phil Jones who came and played against Wolves. We watched that game live. He played like a legend. We have good players, yeah? It's just you need someone of the caliber to manage those egos.
not only that.
Or get rid of the egos.
No, not only that.
Or get rid of the egos.
They've got to want it.
They do.
These players have got to believe
And
in a
Ronaldo
project.
wanted it.
These players
Bruno
have got to
wants it.
believe in where the club's going, and they've got to want to go there on this
Did
journey.
Bruno Fernandes believe in where Rangnick was taking
No.
the club?
I don't think.
Did Bruno
no,
Fernandes?
Forget that.
Does he look
Stop
like
one
a type
second.
of guy?
Stop one
Does he
second.
look like a
Let
type
me
of guy
finish.
who'll sulk and not train hard enough?
Let me finish.
Not Bruno.
Whoa,
Pogba maybe.
1 second.
Lingard maybe.
Whoa. 1 second.
He's not a sulker.
He is a sulker. He's been sulking all.
He's a leader. He's
no,
not
no.
a sulker.
Baha, he sulked many games last season.
For who?
For Man U.
Rangnick.
Stop 1 second.
Rangnick.
Stop 1 second.
Throughout the whole of last season, Bah, you're thick, you're delusional,
Listen,
mate.
1 second. I watched most of the Manchester United games so I
Go
could
on.
enjoy it and have a laugh, right?
Go on.
Because it was comical throughout the season. There were many times in the season where if another player made a mistake, the first thing Bruno would do was throw his arms in the air. His body language was all wrong.
No, that's leadership.
And he
That's
would,
saying,
and he
yo,
would
you're
sulk.
not good enough.
No,
You're not good
He would
enough.
sulk. You said, would he sulk? I'm telling you, he did sulk, and I saw it, right? But anyway,
No,
stop
he
that.
only
That's
sulked for
irrelevant.
Rangnick.
Anyway,
We're
you know,
saying
he did it
Rangnick
early
was
on in
just
the
a
season.
stupid appointment.
Hear me out,
Stupid
Baha.
appointment.
You've said your bit. Shut up now. Let me say one thing. One thing, yeah?
Yeah.
One thing I will say is this. It doesn't matter if you had Ralph there. You could have even had Fergie as a manager at that moment in time. With these players, nothing would have fixed them.
No,
Do you
Fergie
understand?
would have fixed them.
No
100%.
way. No way.
Fergie would have fixed the club because Fergie
No.
is
Shall I tell you
respected
why?
by everyone in the club.
Shall I tell you why I wouldn't
so
fix them?
everyone will just do what Fergie says.
No.
And we
They
need
don't.
that character.
They don't, though.
We need that
In this day and
character.
age, they don't. I'll give you an example. Look what Pogba has done to Manchester United. Many managers that have come in while he was under contract, they tried to put the pressure on him to be a certain way. What he did was very, very easy. He thought, you know what? I'm not just going to f you up. I'm going to f the whole club up right now, and I'm going to make the players go against you. And he's done this more than once.
Okay.
So players like that in your dressing room, even Fergie can't fix. That's why when he was the youngest player for your guys in your academy, Fergie was like, this guy is going to be exceptionally this, exceptionally that. But you let him go because of his character as a person.
But it wasn't cutting it as well. We tried him out on the pitch as well.
I don't think
Pogba wasn't cutting
I
it
don't
on the
think it
pitch.
was. It
Paul
wasn't cutting
Scholes
it.
said about him,
I
he
think
was
it
a
was
good
more
player.
about his
No,
character.
at the time though, Paul Scholes said he's a good player, but he's not cutting it at the moment for Man U to be in the first team. That's before he went, and he went out of ego.
He's never cut it for Man U. He's
He
never
has.
cut it
No,
for
he's
Man
had
U.
a couple of good seasons. Let's
He's never
be
cut
real.
it for Man U.
He had a couple of good seasons when he first
Bruno's
came.
been
But
there 18 months. He's done more than him.
Yeah, of course. No, yo, you know I'm a
I'm
big
just
Bruno
saying.
fan. Should we move on to back to Ronaldo? Yeah, Ronaldo still right. I think Ten Hag again is not the type of manager who should be dealing with Ronaldo.
Ten Hag's bitten off more than he can chew.
You
with
know
this
why
job.
Tuchel doesn't want Ronaldo? Because Tuchel understands when Ronaldo comes, he makes demands like he's making right now. If you don't sign the right guy, I'm out. And he's that big. Ronaldo is bigger than the manager. He's bigger than the club. He's bigger than everyone. He's a bigger brand than Manchester United right now.
Right now he is,
Yo,
yeah.
he is. It's mad. And Manchester United is a huge brand, but Ronaldo news...
Were a huge
No,
brand.
they are still. But the Ronaldo news will trend just as much as Man United news. He is as much of a brand himself, in my opinion, nearly probably as big as Manchester United. No matter what player does, a player does at Man U, where if Ronaldo does something big, he'll be talked about more. He's that big. He's that influential.
To reinforce
Right.
that statement, there was so much gossip about so many other players. Yesterday, this report was made.
This is just a
and it was
comment.
on Sky
It's a
Sports. It's just
small
a comment, yeah, that he's made a statement saying, if your guys don't start showing ambition, I'm going to want to leave. Now, there is nothing else that is being talked about other than, is Ronaldo staying or
All right,
going?
can I ask you, for Ronaldo's sake, should he leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the last 2 to 3 years, at the highest level, he can't be playing Europa League.
He can't.
I'm sorry, he can't be playing Europa League. He is Mr. Champions League. So,
you don't think winning the Europa League would be a good achievement for him as well? Just to say, look, wherever I play, I win.
are you taking the piss? These
Go on.
players are dragging him down. This team is dragging him down.
I-
He's losing, in my opinion, he's losing respect as a GOAT by staying at Manchester United.
I get that, and that's why he wants
Because-
to leave. But what I would say again is, if the right manager had been there at the time when
but
he
you
came,
haven't got the right manager
if
even
he
now.
was there though, that team would pop, man.
But you haven't got the right manager
Yo,
even now.
Harry Maguire, yeah, on his day is a good player, right?
Which day?
on his
Which
day,
day?
can play.
But he's been
No,
dead for England.
but on his day,
But which day?
Harry Maguire can play football.
Telling me which
On
day
his
I will watch.
On his day, Luke Shaw is a good fullback. On his day, Marcus Rashford is a good player. On his day, Sancho is a good player. Bruno's a good player, right? I think the weakness we had, the main weakness, was in midfield. Like, we didn't have the best two midfielders like, McTominay and Fred. Even though I bigged them up a lot, they're not cutting it at the highest level. Matic was too old. Pogba was too poor off the ball. Like, there's a lot. Oh, the only guy who's banging for Man U in that number 10 role in the midfield, who can play in the 3, is Bruno Fernandes. He's of the level to be competing at the highest level.
Okay.
The rest of them are not.
Okay.
But
aside from that, right?
Go on.
That team, are they on Cristiano Ronaldo's level? He sees them every day in training.
Yes.
Right? He saw them last season, performances, what they thought when the team was down, when they went in halftime and you were losing, when you were playing the big games. He saw the players' reactions. He saw what they were feeling. He saw what the fight was within them. Do you think, at his level now, he's thinking, yo, I cannot work with these guys?
Can I answer in a different way? If I was Ronaldo, I'm out anyway, if I could. But the thing is with Ronaldo, he wants that big salary. He's not going to go if he's not getting that $500,000.
I think he'll go for...
$500,000 a week.
I don't think money's
Money's not a factor for Cristiano Ronaldo. If money wasn't a factor,
I think Manchester...
he doesn't care
One
about money.
second,
Come here.
Baha,
Come
one
here,
second.
make your point. No,
One
let him
second.
make his point. Because come on. He must clearly care about money. Because the only reason he went to Man U, yeah...
'Cause they offered him 500 grand a week.
Afford him.
No.
He makes more money outside of his salary than he does in with his salary.
His salary is 26 million a year. So I think it's quite equal to the other stuff.
Like, how he makes his money outside of things, I think it's for him now. It's just he wants to win. That's what it is. That's why he wants to leave. Not because of the money he wants to leave.
Okay, I would say Ronaldo wants to win, but also earn the big bucks. He wants both. And the only...
No. So if he...
If it was all about money, he would have gone to America.
Yeah. Or if it would have gone to America. Or...
Not America, no. China, you mean?
Same thing, man. But
He's not going China, though, because it's not just about the money. But he will go somewhere.
if it was about the money, yeah, he wouldn't have made that statement about Man United saying that I want to see more ambition from him. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, no, all right.
Regardless, he's still getting that 500k a week.
Yeah, but he's here, yeah, but it's not just all about the money. Well, let me
but the thing
clarify
is-
the
the thing is,
statement.
though, I
you guys
think-
have took it different.
Baha, one second.
But he won't go somewhere where they're not paying him at
No.
least 400 grand a week.
No, I think he'd
You
go
know-
for. I think he'd accept 350k a week if
He's
he was
not-
going to a
he's
team
not
that
taking
could
that.
take him to the Champions League semi-final or a final. He'd take 350 grand a week for another Champions League.
The only team.
He would be
There's
the
one
only
team.
player with
No,
6 Champions
There's
Leagues.
one team. There is one team that he would go for that much of a pay cut, and that's
Madrid.
Real Madrid.
I think he'd go to Chelsea as well.
He wouldn't go to Chelsea for
I
350.
think he would.
And I don't think they'll give him 350 as well. They're not giving him that 350.
He's not going to go to the Premier League.
You're just saying that because you love him to be at Man U.
So just to clarify, because he's saying, Abdi's saying, the teacher is saying he's not going to go to another Premier League club. But again, let's go back, yeah?
So before this guy bought Chelsea, who I don't really think owns Chelsea, but this is another conversation for another day.
Another
because-
conversation for another
because
day, yeah.
They're moving just like Roman moves when they lose everything one season. You know what? When Chelsea never win anything one season, you know the summer after that, they go and buy everyone and their fucking dad, right?
Yeah.
This is what Chelsea's doing this summer. They're going in for everyone. It's too much
But-
like business as usual when Roman was
No,
there.
but what I will say is they will only buy what Tuchel wants.
No,
And I
know
believe,
that.
I honestly believe, if Tuchel wanted Ronaldo, they could get him there. But I don't think he wants him. I don't think...
Why would
he's-
the owner even ask the question
He's
if
just-
Tuchel doesn't want him?
No, but he just dealt with Lukaku. Lukaku, I know, is a bit moany and did all this media stuff, but Ronaldo is much more of a handful if you get on the wrong side of Ronaldo,
Baha.
he will tear you down.
Baha.
Yeah, he's that
Tuchel
big.
dealt with a war in Eastern Europe.
Yep.
The owner having sanctions against him, dealing with Lukaku, who was acting like a flipping toddler.
Is Lukaku
right?
Ronaldo, though?
No, 1 second. He dealt with all of that, and he got them to the semi-final of the Champions League. He got them to the final of the FA Cup. He got them to the final of the
Champions League, wasn't
quarter.
it?
No, quarter-final.
No, it was last 16.
Yeah,
Last
quarter-final.
16.
Quarter-final of the Champions
Wasn't.
League.
Quarter-final was PSG. Last 16, or was it?
It was yeah, no. Last 16 was PSG. Quarter-final was Chelsea, right?
And then final of the
Final of the FA Cup, final of the League Cup, yeah? And you got them third in the Prem, right? If that's not dealing with pressure and something that's going to challenge him, if he can deal with all of that, he can deal with Ronaldo.
Ronaldo's different. I would say just Ronaldo's different. Ronaldo.
I think you're thinking Ronaldo's much more difficult to handle.
No,
than
he's not difficult to handle.
Personally, I
but,
think
But if he comes,
he would respect Tuchel
He
as
would,
a manager.
but what we said-
Anyway,
what we-
forget all this.
No,
what about Frankie de Jong?
No, let me finish because it's related to De Jong, right? What with Chelsea, I think Tuchel would have the same problem that we were discussing when he came first to Man U, where Ronaldo has to play. That's the problem. And we were saying this, which is the one reason I would say Man U should be letting go of Ronaldo, because we're on a project term. He's on winning terms, yeah? He's a winning mentality. We're on project mentality. So we want to bring in players and slowly build them up to be world class, whereas he's ready to win right now, right? So when he first came to Man U, the problem was that he was going to take the game time of Rashford, of Martial, of Sancho,
did.
of this, of that.
He did.
He did, but to be fair,
And,
the best...
and
the
he
best,
stole their progression.
No, he didn't steal their progression.
Stole,
the best...
stalled it, as in
He didn't stall it.
He has paused it.
The best of the players rise to the top. At the time, Greenwood and Sancho still played because they were the best. They were better than Rashford, better than Martial. And Rashford was a bit sulky, a bit this, a bit that. His mentality maybe is a bit gone, and his injury wasn't good for him, right? So what I would say is Tuchel may not want Ronaldo on the basis that if Ronaldo's there, he will feel like he has to play him because of the pressure from the fans, because of the pressure from the board, because of the pressure from Ronaldo reacting as well. I know he's not a problematic player, but you've got that to consider. So that's why I would
he's
say...
37, but in his mind, he thinks he's just as good as he was when he was 27.
Yeah.
So therefore, he thinks whether I'm playing on a Tuesday night in the Champions League and then a game on Saturday, Ronaldo thinks this is why he's one of the best. Like if you speak to Messi and you ask him who's the best, he'll say, I'm the best. If you ask Salah who's the best, Salah's going to say, I'm the best. Ronaldo, if you ask him who's the best, he's going to say, I'm the best. These guys are of a different level of mentality. They're not average guys.
But does he not suit Chelsea so well?
Who, Ronaldo?
Yeah.
He does.
Their little system of...
Yes.
Not real forwards. They don't have a real forward.
Not
they play
only that. Like the way if they get Sterling and they've got Ronaldo up top, Ronaldo will do what Lukaku was dreaming of doing in the Prem for them, right? In terms of his goals, his link up, everything, Ronaldo will deliver for Chelsea and he will deliver them to winning something, I'm telling you now.
100%,
Something
yeah.
big. I said this last week. I said, if they sign Ronaldo, they won't just be competing for top 4 Chelsea, they'll be competing for the title, full stop.
Yep.
And obviously with the signing of Sterling as well. But anyway, what I want to know now is, why do you think you can't secure Frankie de Jong?
Yeah, again, who wants to be at Manchester United right now? Simple as. I think
Not Cristiano Ronaldo.
We've heard, and again, obviously it's a bit linked to Ronaldo. We've heard about De Jong from even before.
Last season they were talking about him.
Even before the season finished. And as soon as we knew Ten Hag was coming in, everyone thought, right,
Dutch connection.
first player,
Yeah.
Beaky's going to be playing with De Jong. Yo, that's going to work, whatever. De Jong clearly doesn't want to go. The president doesn't want to go, but the president wants the best of both worlds. If De Jong's staying,
Salary cut.
then you need to cut your salary. If he's going, we want P for him. Yeah. And Man U are happy to give him the P, by the way.
No.
They're happy to give Barca the P, but I don't think De Jong... I think they'll give De Jong what he wants in terms of money, but he just doesn't want to come.
No, the problem is...
There's no issue. There's no
there is
issue
an
with the
issue.
fee.
No, there is an issue. I'll tell you, because Fabrizio spoke about this, right?
Yes.
He said, Barca want 85 million euros. Manchester United don't want to give 85 million in one go. They want to give 60 first, and 65 first, and the 25 in add-ons. 20 in add-ons, split in certain ways.
But Fabrizio said that they agreed on the 65, but they're just debating as to how that extra 20 is going to work and the terms of it and whatever. But Fabrizio never made it out like that's a problem between the two clubs.
Imagine,
they're saying that's just a conversation that is being had. Yeah, but it's not. It's very good for them, and they want that. I think Barca and Man U will come to an agreement, but I think the grey area is De Jong himself.
So do you think De Jong? Do you think Man U will sign De Jong this summer?
I I think it's more likely than not because Barca want him gone. Unless if he cuts his salary. Unless if he turns up and says, look, I'm happy to go down
The thing is, though, he's under contract for another 2 years.
Yeah, so Barca want him off the books.
Yeah,
The president has said this clear as day. He said, I want him off the books.
But the thing is...
He has. Watch Fabrizio's latest video about what he said recently, and the way he breaks it down is saying, he said indirectly, we want him either off the books or he needs to reduce his salary considerably.
Okay, hear me out.
That is what he said.
I don't know how these
nice
contracts
terms.
work, right? You may know more than me on this, right? And you, Abs. So if you're under contract for 2 years, and that's your salary per week, and you've already signed that,
Yep.
if another club comes in to buy you and you don't agree to go, they can't force you out, can they? And they have to continue paying you, right?
I think they've got ways of forcing you out. They've got ways. They've got ways of getting him gone. They've got ways of getting him gone.
He didn't want to go, so then now he's going to re-sign for them for free. Apparently, well, obviously he's going to re-sign for them now.
But this is what we say. Where I think
Because I'm asking.
the issue is going to be with De Jong.
I'm asking from De Jong's perspective now. Obviously, they've all got legal representatives.
Look, Ozil did it, yeah? Ozil did it, and he fought it out and stayed there and stayed out for the rest of his salary and earned the big bucks and didn't play well, whatever.
They owed, Arsenal paid him an extra 14 million after he had left because they owed him.
Yeah, so yeah, the player can put the club in that position, but Barca need to offload him, and they're going to do their best to offload him. But is Man U the right club? They need to find a club that wants De Jong that he wants to go to.
I think Manchester United will ruin Frankie De Jong.
Okay, that's a separate point, and
so I really hope he doesn't go to Manchester United.
This is going to be a good debate.
But there's also a discussion now of saying Chelsea want him apparently.
This is what
This is what I mean. This is why I'm getting the Roman vibe.
This is the big clubs do this
because they try to hijack every.
And I'm gonna chip in here and say, big clubs nick other big club signings from under their nose. The biggest clubs.
The biggest
clubs. And you know who doesn't do that? You know who should be nicking De Jong right now? Liverpool. They're all celebrating. All the Liverpool fans are celebrating Mo Salah re-signing. Have you forgot you still need to replace Ronaldo right now? If I was Liverpool, I'm jumping on this deal because De Jong will want to come to Liverpool.
In recent times, Liverpool have made 2 mistakes. They got rid of 3 mistakes. They got rid of Gini Ronaldo. They didn't replace him, and then they allowed Coutinho to go to Aston Villa. Now in that Champions League final, if he was there, Coutinho or Gini, any one of them, Modric, Kroos, Casemiro would have had no chance.
They had a different problem.
They would have had a massive problem. And Liverpool would have won that final very, very easily. But because
that's a big point, that one.
I'm telling you.
Big point.
You know the final game of the season? This is a conspiracy theory, guys. I don't know if you guys have heard this, right? Aston Villa were beating Man City 2-0. At that point, Gerrard took Coutinho off. People are saying, Liverpool fans are saying, Gerrard slipped again. One second, hear me out. And the Liverpool fans are saying, why did Gerrard take Coutinho off when he was bossing the midfield? Rodri couldn't get anywhere near him. These guys were not anywhere near him.
And then when he came off, the game changed.
Right? But what they're saying is,
because he's still learning, Gerrard, isn't it, as a manager.
Villa were due £25 million if Grealish wins a Premier League title. They're saying...
So you're saying Gerrard chose Aston Villa over Liverpool?
I don't think it's Gerrard. I think the Aston Villa board said to Gerrard, get him off.
Right now. We want 25 million.
We want 25 million. Because that's like selling a player that you haven't got.
Are you mad?
This is a conversation for another day, but I'm just saying.
No, it's good. I love that.
Think about it.
I love that.
Did Gerrard choose Villa over Liverpool winning the title?
All right, so let's just go back to De Jong, yeah? And summarise De Jong. I'll summarise my opinion, actually, on what's happened. Can you give me a minute for that?
You can have 35 seconds.
Yeah, Ronaldo, yeah? If I was Ronaldo, only one club I want to go to, Real Madrid. He can win again, yeah? But Real Madrid will not pay him what he wants.
No, but
PSG don't want him.
They can't afford him.
Real
Madrid can't afford him.
Real Madrid don't want to afford him. PSG don't want to be able to afford him, and they've already got too many big names there, right? Unless if there's a swap deal maybe with Neymar, I want to see that happen, by the way.
You want Neymar at Man U?
I would rather have that, and yeah, that might be mad, yeah? Bayern don't want to afford him either. So realistically, the choice is right now, I think the only open place is Chelsea. I don't know if Tuchel wants him. We'll see in the coming days. That's Ronaldo.
The transfer window's long.
De Jong, if they get De Jong, it shows intent. But I think Ronaldo, what he's saying is De Jong, I thought that was already a sealed deal. I'm expecting 2 more De Jong standard signings, and we're signing guys we've never even heard of before. We're looking at Ajax, the Ajax team. We want to just recruit the Ajax team out here. We're recruiting from the Dutch league. What's going on there? That's what Ronaldo's saying. But from my news perspective, I like what Ten Hag's doing already. He's signing players who have the potential to grow, who are of the right level for us right now, and hopefully will grow with the club. In my opinion, that's what we want. We don't want big egos. We want players who come who want to be at the club.
10 seconds.
And Salah, great for Liverpool, fantastic. They needed to do it, but it doesn't mean that he's not going to go next summer. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means he's staying for 1 more season at the very least. But also for me, they need to show more intent. They need to be like Chelsea and nick those deals. When Chelsea saw Rafinha about to go to Arsenal, they thought, are you
we're not
bad?
having this.
We're nicking that.
Yeah.
And if Liverpool want to be the biggest club, they need to nick the biggest signings or disrupt in the market to be like that. That's my summary of today's video. What do you think?
I think it's a good summary. And I just think in terms of where, it speaks volumes of where the clubs are at the moment. Arsenal are doing good business or trying to do good business. Manchester United are looking for scraps, which is unlike Manchester United have ever been. It's the most shocking I've ever seen Man United in the transfer window, to be honest. Like, you're not linked with any big player. The only player you keep talking about is Frankie de Jong, which is weird.
Forget him, man.
Normally, I'm just saying, for every summer, normally, Manchester United, like Chelsea are right now, they're linked with everyone and their dog.
But
right?
yo, Martinez, the centre-back for Ajax, that's a good signing.
I know.
Focus on that, then worry about the young. I think because they're transfer teams, they focus on one signing, yeah? And they really want to get that over, then they move to the next. Martinez will get nicked. Martinez is a proper player. He's a wonderful player. He suits
But look how
Ten
Man
Hag's
City work,
football.
for example. They work on multiple signings, negotiating multiple players, multiple deals.
Get
and
them
it's
done
like
early.
bang, 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 bang. And by the end of June, beginning of July, the business is done.
They clearly have good negotiators. Don't you think?
They just...
The way they talk.
The way they work, the way they move. Like, if anybody wants to know how to operate in a transfer window, just watch Man City. Players have gone and players have come.
Yeah.
And look, it just smooth.
Not even...
All I'm saying is, right now, the way where Manchester United are, they're very, very far from...
How about Liverpool? What do you think about
I think Liverpool re-signing Salah is like signing a brand new player.
It's fantastic.
If the team was feeling a little bit like, you know what, I can't believe Mane's gone, I think Salah's going to go. But then all of a sudden, Klopp has said to him, while I am here, you are my main man. You will be the main man. Even them signing that Darwin Núñez, who I think is the new Fernando Torres for them, right? Who will be excellent for them. I think they're going to be fighting for the title along with Man City again. But in my opinion, Liverpool have to win the title this coming year. Otherwise, Pep's going to win another 3. And he'll be taking that best manager title ever away from Fergie. If Liverpool or Chelsea don't take... Chelsea need to do a lot to be able to take it away, like sign Ronaldo, for example, and 1 or 2 other big players. If they don't do something spectacular to take that... Man City already have one hand on the title before the season starts, like you said, right? So you've got to do something exceptionally well to be able to take it away. So if Liverpool don't do that, or Chelsea don't do that this coming season, forget it. Pep's winning 3 more.
Can I just add to Salah? Big win for the Liverpool board.
Massive.
Because they didn't pay him the 400 he wanted. He still stayed for 350, and he's still only the 4th highest paid player in the Premier League. Imagine Mo Salah, the best player in the Premier League, is the 4th highest paid player.
You could say he's the best player in the world.
That's a big win for Liverpool. If they can get one more big name, for me, I won't be so doubtful. I was doubtful of them, but now Núñez, Salah stays. One more big signing to replace Gini.
I wanted to say one more thing. I want to say one more thing. I think Virgil will be much more closer to his best this coming season.
That's a big thing for
Liverpool. That's a massive... That's like another like a signing of another big baller in defence for them.
Let's see.
Please come over here and give us your summary, mate.
Rangnick is the best manager in the world. That's what you're going to say, isn't it?
My summary is Baha's a lost cause.
And with that, everybody watching...
like, subscribe, share, and get everybody to click the bell. Don't be bells.
Yeah, don't be bells. Click the bell.
Yeah.
And also, we have done another transfers update video where we actually go into how Chelsea and Arsenal will be setting up next season. I think if you haven't watched that already, that's a wonderful video to watch. It's linked here.
If I do
right
say so
now,
myself.
If we do say so ourselves. And also, Team of the Season. That is being edited by the teacher right now. That's coming to the channel soon. Stay subscribed. He's waiting for the audio to come from me.
Somebody is not doing his best right now.
Me? Okay. But let's just say that Team of the Season episode, it's a mad episode. Stay subscribed. Get that notification bell on, because when it comes out, boy, it's going to be an episode. You, yourself, are an urban baller, and your opinion on the game does matter. Does it?
You don't matter. You don't matter. Like Juan Mata.